In June 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus bought what they thought was their dream home, a beautiful 6-bedroom house located at 657 Boulevard in the quiet, upscale neighborhood of Westfield, New Jersey. It was meant to be a safe suburban place to raise their 3 young children. They had just closed the sale and were preparing to move in, doing renovations. That's when the first letter arrived. The envelope was handwritten. No return address. Inside was a typed letter that began, "Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood." But the tone quickly turned chilling. 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now, and as it approaches its 110th birthday, I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. The writer called themselves the Watcher. They claimed they had been watching the house for generations, and now that a new family had moved in, they wanted to learn more about them, especially the children. "Do you need to fill the house with the young blood?" I requested. "Better for me. Was your old house too small for the growing family, or was it greed to bring me your children?" The letter ended ominously. "May you have children. I've seen them. So far, I think there are 3 that I have counted. Do you plan to let them play in the basement?" More letters followed. The Watcher knew the family's names, even nicknames. They knew where the kids were playing, how many workers were coming in and out, and when lights were on and off. The letters became more threatening. "I am pleased to know your names now and the name of the young blood you have brought me. It will help me to know who is in which bedroom. Then I can plan better." The Broadduses became paranoid. They installed security cameras. They never moved into the house. They even hired private investigators and former FBI agents, but no one could identify the Watcher. The police investigated neighbors. Some had lived there for decades. Some had eccentric habits. One man was seen looking into windows. Another neighbor's adult children lived in the house behind and were known to walk through the yard. But no arrests were made, no fingerprints, no footage of anyone delivering the letters. Some people in the neighborhood believed the Broadduses were faking it to get out of a mortgage they regretted. But a journalist later got access to the letters and confirmed how disturbing and real they were. The Broadduses tried to sell the house for years. No one wanted it. In 2019, it finally sold, at a loss. They never discovered who the Watcher was. The family lived in fear, never staying a single night in their dream home. Netflix even adapted their story into a series called The Watcher in 2022, but the real story remains unsolved. Real horror in this story. Psychological terror. Being stalked in your own home by someone watching from the shadows. Powerlessness. The police couldn't help. Technology couldn't find the stalker. True fear. The threat was vague but deeply personal, and possibly deadly. No resolution. To this day, no one knows who the Watcher is,